The aurora borealis danced across the Arctic sky, but Dr. Sarah Chen wasn't admiring its beauty. Her eyes were fixed on the anomalous readings flooding her holographic displays at the Planetary Defense Institute's Northern Observatory. After 15 years studying Earth's magnetosphere, she knew something was wrong. "These patterns aren't natural," she muttered, manipulating the 3D visualization of magnetic field data. The aurora's familiar ribbons were being distorted by something massive, something that shouldn't be there. The observatory's massive windows offered a panoramic view of the frozen landscape, but Sarah's attention remained locked on her instruments. She'd spent her career developing ways to track and predict electromagnetic disturbances in Earth's atmosphere. These new readings defied everything she knew about natural phenomena. Dr. Chen, her assistant, James, appeared at her elbow with fresh coffee. The satellite array just picked up another anomaly. Same signature as yesterday, but stronger. Sarah nodded, accepting the coffee without looking away from her screens. For weeks, they'd been detecting strange fluctuations in Earth's magnetic field. Initially, she'd attributed them to solar activity, but the patterns were too precise, too regular. Nature didn't work that way. "Plot the last month's anomalies on a global map," she instructed. James complied, and within moments, a world map materialized in the air before them, dotted with glowing points of light. Sarah's breath caught in her throat. The anomalies weren't random. They formed perfect geometric patterns across Earth's magnetic poles. "Someone's using our magnetosphere," she whispered, the realization hitting her like a physical force. "They're using Earth's natural electromagnetic field as camouflage." James stared at her, coffee forgotten. "Who's using it?" Sarah's fingers flew across her haptic interface, overlaying different datasets. "Not who. What? These distortions are massive, James. We're talking about objects larger than aircraft carriers, hiding in plain sight by manipulating Earth's magnetic field." She pulled up historical data, comparing patterns. The anomalies had started appearing 6 months ago, so subtle that everyone had missed them. But now that she knew what to look for, she could see them everywhere. Massive shapes moving through Earth's electromagnetic field like sharks through dark water. "Get me a secure line to the Defense Council," Sarah ordered, already composing her report in her head. "And James, don't share this with anyone else." Not yet. Within hours, the observatory's quiet research atmosphere transformed into a hive of military activity. General Maya Rodriguez arrived with a team of specialists, their faces grim as they reviewed Sarah's data. "You're telling me we have unknown objects, presumably spacecraft, using our planet's magnetic field as some kind of cloaking device?" the general asked, her voice steady despite the implications. Sarah nodded, pulling up her latest simulations. "They're brilliant, actually. Earth's magnetosphere is incredibly complex, the perfect hiding place if you have the technology to manipulate it. But they made one crucial mistake." She gestured at her displays. "They're dependent on our magnetic field for concealment. Without it, they'd be exposed. And if we can learn to control the same forces they're using." General Rodriguez leaned forward, interest sparking in her eyes. "Go on." "Project Thunderstrike," Sarah said, revealing the concepts she'd been developing since her discovery. "We build ships designed to harness and manipulate Earth's electromagnetic field. If they can use our planet's natural forces for concealment, we can use those same forces as weapons." The observatory erupted into discussions as Sarah laid out her plans. The vessels would require entirely new technologies, new ways of thinking about propulsion and defense. But humanity had one advantage. Earth's magnetic field was our home turf. As Sarah watched military personnel setting up equipment around her beloved observatory, she felt a strange mix of fear and determination. The aliens thought they were clever, hiding in Earth's natural phenomena. But they were about to learn something important about humans. We don't just study nature, we learn to harness it. Later that night, as the aurora painted the sky in sheets of green and purple, Sarah stood at her window watching the lights dance. Somewhere up there, Invisible to normal eyes but clear in her data, massive ships moved through Earth's magnetic field. They thought they were hidden, safe in their electromagnetic sanctuary. But humanity had spent centuries learning to understand and harness natural forces. From lightning to nuclear power, we'd taken nature's most powerful phenomena and turned them into tools. Now, as alien vessels lurked in our planet's magnetic embrace, we would do it again. Project Thunderstrike was more than just a defense program. It was humanity's way of saying we wouldn't surrender our planet's natural forces to invaders. The storms were coming, and this time, they would fight for us. 6 months after Dr. Chen's discovery, the Planetary Defense Institute's Arctic facility had transformed into humanity's most advanced shipyard. The TNS Storm Chaser took shape beneath the aurora-lit sky, its experimental hull gleaming with an otherworldly sheen. The outer layer contains millions of quantum-aligned magnetic sensors, Sarah explained to the assembled crew candidates, each one capable of detecting and responding to the smallest changes in Earth's electromagnetic field. Captain Diana Patel, selected to command humanity's first magnetospheric vessel, ran her hand along the ship's surface. Unlike traditional naval vessels, the Storm Chaser's hull felt alive, humming with subtle energy. 20 years of submarine command hadn't prepared her for this. It's not just a ship, Sarah continued, leading them through the vessel's unconventional interior. Think of it as an extension of Earth's natural magnetic field. We're not fighting against nature. We're becoming part of it. The bridge looked more like a neuroscience lab than a traditional command center. Instead of standard controls, neural interface chairs waited for their operators. Each station was designed to give its crew member an intimate connection to Earth's magnetic fields. Training proved more challenging than anyone had anticipated. Learning to sense and manipulate magnetic fields required rewiring how the human brain perceived reality. Many experienced pilots and navigators walked away, unable to adapt to this new way of thinking. But some, like Lieutenant Kai Chen, no relation to Sarah, showed an almost supernatural aptitude for magnetic field manipulation. During simulations, Kai could feel the subtle variations in Earth's electromagnetic field like others felt changes in the wind. It's like learning to dance, he explained during a training session. The magnetic fields are always moving, shifting. You can't force them. You have to move with them, guide them. 3 months into training, their sensors detected an alien scout vessel moving through the magnetosphere above the Pacific. Captain Patel made the call. It was time for a real-world test. The Storm Chaser slipped into the electromagnetic currents like a whale into deep water. Through their neural interfaces, the crew could feel Earth's magnetic field flowing around them. The alien vessel, unaware of their presence, continued its patrol. They're using a magnetic bubble to bend our planet's field around them, Sarah observed from her science station. Elegant solution, but it makes them blind to anything using similar technology. Captain Patel's voice remained steady as she gave the order. Take us in. Let's see if our dance lessons paid off. The Storm Chaser glided through the magnetosphere, riding the natural flows and eddies of Earth's magnetic field. Lieutenant Kai's hands moved gracefully over his controls, adjusting their approach with microscopic precision. When they were within range, Sarah activated the ship's primary weapon, a system designed to create controlled magnetic field disruptions. The effect was immediate and devastating. The alien vessel's cloaking field collapsed as their carefully maintained magnetic bubble shattered. For a brief moment, the massive ship became visible to conventional sensors, its sleek form catching the sunlight before emergency protocols engaged and it retreated into space. They never saw us coming, Kai whispered, still monitoring the magnetic disturbances left in the alien ship's wake. We were just another eddy in Earth's natural field until we struck. The success of their first encounter changed everything. Within days, shipyards around the world began constructing more magnetospheric vessels. The alien visitors had chosen Earth's magnetic field as their hiding place, but humanity had turned it into a battlefield we could win. Sarah watched the training sessions with growing confidence. Each crew learned not just to operate their ships, but to feel the subtle rhythms of their planet's electromagnetic heart. They became true storm dancers, moving through magnetic fields with grace and purpose. During one late-night briefing, Captain Patel voiced what many had begun to suspect. They're not just hiding in our magnetic field. They're studying us, learning our weaknesses. But in doing so, they've revealed their own greatest vulnerability. The alien vessels, for all their advanced technology, relied on predictable patterns in Earth's magnetosphere. They never expected humans to learn how to manipulate those same forces. Their greatest advantage had become their greatest weakness. As more crews completed their training, humanity's defensive capabilities grew exponentially. Each magnetospheric vessel added another layer of protection to Earth's natural magnetic shield. The aliens thought they had found the perfect hiding place, but they had actually given humanity the key to their own defeat. The Storm Chasers' success proved that humans could do more than just detect the alien presence. We could fight back. As Sarah watched new crews master the art of magnetic field manipulation, she realized that humanity's greatest strength wasn't our technology, but our ability to adapt and learn from the very forces of nature our enemies sought to exploit. The Storm Dancers were ready. Now they just needed the right moment to show the alien fleet that Earth's natural forces belonged to those who truly understood them, not those who merely sought to hide within them. The alien fleet revealed itself on a clear autumn morning, their massive ships emerging from Earth's magnetic field like leviathans breaching from the depths. What had once been hidden became a display of overwhelming force, hundreds of vessels materializing in formation above major cities worldwide. From the Storm Chasers' bridge, Captain Patel watched the spectacle with grim determination. "They think this is their moment of triumph," she said, observing the alien ships positioning themselves in Earth's magnetic field. "They have no idea we've been preparing for this." The first alien transmission reached every screen and speaker on the planet simultaneously. "Your magnetic defenses are primitive. Your technology, inadequate. Surrender now, and we will guide your species to enlightenment." Dr. Sarah Chen, now coordinating the Global Defense Network from the Arctic facility, couldn't help but smile at their arrogance. The aliens had spent months studying Earth's conventional military capabilities, but had missed humanity's greatest advancement, our understanding of their own technological weakness. 30 magnetospheric vessels waited in strategic positions around the globe, their crews linked to Earth's magnetic field through neural interfaces. Each ship had been carefully hidden using the very techniques they'd learned from observing the alien fleet. "All vessels, maintain position," General Rodriguez ordered from Central Command. "Let them think they have the upper hand." The alien ships began their show of force, firing precise energy beams that carved geometric patterns into uninhabited areas. Each blast was a calculated demonstration of power, meant to inspire fear and awe. But with every shot, they revealed more about their technological limitations. "They're bleeding magnetic energy with each blast," Sarah reported, studying the data streams. "Their weapons require them to temporarily lower their magnetic shields. It's a weakness we can exploit." The aliens' ultimatum was simple: surrender within 24 hours, or face consequences. They didn't expect humanity's response to come so soon, or in such an unprecedented form. Captain Patel gave the order that would begin humanity's counterattack. "All crews, initiate Operation Magnetic Storm." The Storm Chaser and its sister ships activated their field manipulation systems simultaneously. Years of studying Earth's magnetic field had taught humanity how to do more than just detect or hide within it. We had learned to amplify and direct its natural power. The effect was immediate and devastating. Concentrated waves of electromagnetic energy swept through the alien fleet, disrupting their carefully maintained magnetic bubbles. Ships that had seemed invincible moments before began to flicker and destabilize. "They're trying to compensate," Lieutenant Kai reported, his hands dancing across the neural interface controls. "But they can't match our precision. We're not just fighting in Earth's magnetic field. We're working with it." The alien fleet's formation began to break apart as ship after ship lost its magnetic cloak. Their technology, designed to bend Earth's magnetic field around them, couldn't handle the focused disruptions created by humanity's storm dancers. But the aliens weren't defenseless. They launched a desperate counterattack, firing energy weapons at the now revealed human vessels. The blasts were powerful enough to vaporize conventional ships, but the magnetospheric vessels weren't conventional. Magnetic shields holding, Kai announced as energy beams, dissipated harmlessly around the storm chaser. Their weapons rely on the same electromagnetic principles as their cloaking technology. We can deflect them using the field. The battle raged across the globe, invisible to ordinary eyes, but clearly visible to the specialized sensors humanity had developed. Earth's magnetic field became an ocean of energy, with human and alien ships moving through it like opposing currents. Sarah coordinated the global defense network, directing ships to weak points in the alien formation. Each engagement proved what they had suspected. The aliens' advanced technology was overly dependent on stable magnetic conditions. They had never imagined facing an enemy that could control those conditions. As the battle turned in humanity's favor, the alien fleet began to retreat to higher orbits, where Earth's magnetic field was weaker. Their withdrawal revealed another limitation. Their ships struggled to operate effectively outside the magnetic environment they had designed them for. "They're running," Captain Patel observed, watching the alien vessels flee. "But they'll be back. And next time, they'll be ready for us." Sarah knew she was right. This victory, however significant, was just the beginning. The aliens would adapt their technology, develop new strategies. But humanity had proven something crucial. We could stand against a technologically superior force by understanding and harnessing our planet's natural phenomena. As the last alien ships disappeared into space, Sarah looked at the data showing Earth's magnetic field returning to its natural state. The aliens had thought our planet's magnetic field would be their perfect hiding place. Instead, it had become humanity's most powerful weapon. The storm dancers had won their first major battle, but the war was far from over. Yet with each engagement, humanity's mastery over Earth's natural forces grew stronger. We had become true warriors of nature, defending our planet with its own power. The alien mothership emerged from hyperspace near Earth's magnetic North Pole, a structure so vast it cast a shadow on the aurora borealis. Unlike the previous invasion fleet, this vessel was designed specifically to counter humanity's magnetic field manipulation technology. From the Arctic Command Center, Dr. Sarah Chen studied the readings with growing concern. "They've adapted," she reported to the assembled military leaders. "The mothership's hull is composed of a material that actively resists magnetic field disruption." "Then we'll have to try something they won't expect," Captain Pottle responded from the storm chaser's bridge. "Dr. Chen, what happens to magnetic fields near the poles?" Sarah's eyes widened as she understood the captain's implications. "They're at their most chaotic there. The solar wind interacts directly with Earth's magnetosphere, creating complex field interactions that even we have trouble predicting." The alien mothership began deploying its new weapon, a massive array designed to stabilize Earth's magnetic field, effectively neutralizing humanity's advantage. The device powered up, sending waves of energy through the magnetosphere that threatened to disrupt every magnetospheric vessel in Earth's orbit. But Captain Patel had anticipated this move. The storm chaser, along with 5 other vessels, had positioned themselves at crucial points around the polar region. Through their neural interfaces, the crews could feel the wild fluctuations in the magnetic field, more intense here than anywhere else on Earth. "All ships, initiate Protocol Aurora," Patel commanded. "Let's show them what Earth's poles can really do." The human vessels began a carefully choreographed sequence, not fighting against the polar magnetic chaos, but amplifying it. Each ship acted as a conductor, channeling and directing the natural turbulence of Earth's magnetic poles. Lieutenant Kai's voice was steady as he reported, polar field intensity increasing. "The mothership's stabilization array can't compensate for the natural variations we're amplifying." The alien vessel's massive form began to shimmer as its magnetic defenses struggled against the concentrated chaos of Earth's polar field. Their technology, designed to create order and stability, couldn't handle the fundamental unpredictability of Earth's natural systems. They made the same mistake again, Sarah realized, watching the data streams. They tried to control nature instead of working with it. That's why they'll never truly understand Earth's magnetic field. They see it as something to be dominated, not partnered with. The storm chaser led the attack formation deeper into the polar region, where the magnetic fields were at their most intense. The alien mothership's stabilization field began to fluctuate, creating gaps in their defenses. Now, Captain Patel ordered. All 6 human vessels activated their magnetic pulse generators simultaneously, directing the full force of the polar magnetic field against the mothership's weakened defenses. The effect was spectacular. The alien vessel's artificial field collapsed completely, leaving it exposed to the raw power of Earth's natural magnetosphere. Systems across the massive ship began to fail as the chaotic polar energies they had tried to suppress swept through their technology. The mothership attempted to retreat, but the damage was done. Its engines, dependent on precise magnetic containment, could no longer function properly in the polar environment. The vessel hung helpless in the aurora's light, its superior technology rendered useless by the very forces it had sought to control. Sarah watched the readings with a mixture of awe and validation. Their entire approach was wrong, she explained to General Rodriguez. They tried to impose order on one of nature's most chaotic systems. We succeeded because we learned to dance with that chaos. The alien mothership transmitted a final message before initiating its emergency protocols. You have proven yourselves worthy adversaries. Your understanding of natural forces exceeds our predictions. We will return, but not as conquerors, as students. As the massive vessel disappeared into hyperspace, Sarah reflected on how far humanity had come. In less than a year, we had gone from discovering the alien presence to defeating their most powerful weapon, not through superior technology, but through a deeper understanding of our own planet's natural phenomena. The victory at the pole became a turning point in Earth's defense strategy. Humanity had proven that technological advancement alone wasn't enough. True power came from understanding and working in harmony with natural forces. The storm dancers had become thunder wielders, and Earth's magnetic field was no longer just a natural phenomenon to be studied. It was humanity's shield and sword, wielded by those who understood that nature's power comes not from controlling it, but from becoming one with it. 3 months after the battle at the pole, Earth's magnetic field rippled with unprecedented activity. The alien fleet had returned, but this time was different. Instead of emerging in attack formation, their ships arrived in a ceremonial configuration, led by a vessel unlike anything humanity had seen before. Dr. Sarah Chen stood on the storm chaser's bridge beside Captain Patel, watching the alien ships approach through the vessel's magnetic sensors. Their field signatures are completely different, she noted. They're not trying to hide or defend. They're harmonizing with Earth's natural field. The alien flagship transmitted a message that displayed on screens worldwide. We come seeking understanding. Your mastery of natural forces has shown us a new path. We request permission to learn. General Rodriguez's response was cautious but clear. Permission granted, under supervision of our magnetospheric fleet. What followed transformed humanity's relationship with both the aliens and Earth itself. The visitors revealed their true name, the Harmonious Collective, and explained their species' long journey toward technological supremacy. They had spent millennia developing ways to control and overcome natural forces, never considering the possibility of working in concert with them. Your storm dancers showed us what we had forgotten, their ambassador transmitted during the first formal meeting. There is more power in understanding nature than in trying to dominate it. The storm chaser and its sister ships took on a new role, becoming training vessels where human and alien crews learned from each other. The aliens shared their advanced technology, while humans taught them the subtle art of feeling and flowing with Earth's magnetic field. Lieutenant Kai found himself teaching alien operators how to sense the subtle variations in the magnetosphere. "Don't think of the field as an obstacle or a tool," he would explain. "Think of it as a dance partner. Feel its rhythm, understand its movements." Sarah's research facility transformed into an interspecies center for studying natural phenomena across the galaxy. Each discovery reinforced what humanity had proven, that true advancement came not from conquering nature, but from becoming part of it. The alien ships themselves began to change, their designs evolving to work with natural forces rather than against them. The massive vessels that had once hidden in Earth's magnetic field now danced through it openly, their movements a testament to their new understanding. Captain Patel oversaw the first joint human-alien mission to study magnetic phenomena near Jupiter, where the gas giant's powerful field provided new challenges and opportunities for both species. "We've become more than defenders," she observed. "We're pioneers of a new way of thinking about our relationship with the universe." The technology born from this collaboration revolutionized space travel. Ships no longer fought against the magnetic fields between stars. They used them as natural highways through space. Humanity's storm dancers became the teachers of a new generation of cosmic explorers. Earth's magnetic field, once seen as a hiding place by potential invaders, became known throughout the galaxy as a sacred space where species could learn to understand their place in the natural order. The planet's unique magnetic properties drew researchers and students from dozens of civilizations, all seeking to understand the harmony humans had discovered. Sarah often found herself standing at her old observatory window, watching new ships learning to dance with the aurora. "We never needed to be the most technologically advanced species," she would tell visiting aliens. "We just needed to understand that true power comes from working with nature, not against it." The Harmonious Collective's archives now contained a new term: the Earth Principle, the understanding that advancement comes not from dominating natural forces, but from learning to move in harmony with them. It became a fundamental concept taught to every spacefaring civilization they encountered. As humanity expanded into the stars, we carried this lesson with us. Each new world we encountered taught us new dances, new ways to harmonize with the natural forces of the universe. The storm dancers became legend, not for their victory in battle, but for showing the galaxy a better way to progress. Years later, when asked about the moment that changed everything, Sarah would smile and point to the aurora dancing across the Arctic sky. "We didn't win because we were stronger or more advanced," she would say. "We won because we remembered something essential, that we are not separate from nature. We are part of it, and when we embrace that truth, there is nothing we cannot achieve." The story of Earth's storm dancers became more than just a tale of defending our planet. It became a reminder that humanity's greatest strength lies not in our ability to overcome nature, but in our capacity to understand, adapt, and move in harmony with the fundamental forces that shape our universe.